I went to McDonald's to get something to eat this morning because now that I can't go to lunch and enjoy my hour lunch, they cut it down to 30 minutes. I have to, I'll be early, but I got to get there, kind of. So, pancakes and sausage, real protein stuff, bread part. So I asked them that they have orange juice. They're like, no orange juice, we only have. I said, do y'all got apple juice? They're like, yeah, we got apple juice. I'm like, all right. So they in there playing around, joking, right? They come and they hand me this little box. What the fuck is this gonna do? So they in there joking around so much, they don't realize they already handed me one, so they handed me another one. So I'm like, all right, that's your inventory that's short, bro. So yeah, I'm gonna do this. I got a lot of stuff to do at work this morning. A lot of people, I've been telling people like I'm gonna probably start getting off different social media apps. I'm just gonna focus on this one, and there's one other one I'm gonna stay on. But real talk, like I've just been like in a good zone, y'all, like a good zone. And people have been like, "Oh man, we love your YouTube channel." I'm like, "Yeah, we're trying to reach 1,000. We're trying to reach 1,000." And a lot of people have really been supportive of the channel. You know what I'm saying? So I want to thank all of y'all who tune in, even my trolls. I want to thank y'all when y'all tune in and y'all be trolling me. Y'all run them views up. So it's like I bought an exercise machine yesterday. I've been just going to the park and exercise, which I love being at the park, but I went and bought an exercise machine, which I will be doing how it works and how good it is and everything like that. It's an in-house machine that you can use. That way, you can be in the comforts of your own home. I'm in the middle of purchasing a house. I'm just getting my money straight. I spoke to the realtor because I feel like I've worked hard, that I want to enjoy the fruits of my labor, right? I wanted to get a house last year, but things didn't pan out that way. I'm making a little bit more money now, so I'm able to like be comfortable. Where there's you work for a common goal, and the goal at the end is so you're able to leave your kids, and if you're married, you leave your wife better than what y'all were in, right? And I ain't got a wife yet, but I'm sure I will have one. But until then, I want to make sure that whoever and whatever I'm doing is comfortable. So that's what I'm on now. If y'all notice, I've been losing weight, I've been exercising, I've been staying blessed up, because God is good all the time, you heard? And I know a lot of people are like, man, you're always in a good mood. Let me tell you, if you wake up in a good mood, it sets the tone for the rest of your day. It really does. It sets the tone for how your whole day interacting with other people is gonna go. And a lot of people be like, nah, that's not true. I'm like, nah, it's very true. You gotta be prepared to deal with the world accordingly. The older you get, you'll start to realize that things that you thought you needed, you really don't need. Like, people are always like, man, I need the Gucci bag, I need the Prada, the Philly. I'm like, nah, you don't need all that. See, you gotta learn that hold on, y'all. Lord, thank you for the food I'm about to receive, and bless this meal in your holy name, in the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. Gotta give God his. You gotta realize, like, you're looking good don't have to cost a lot. And when you spend like big bags of money that you don't really have because you're trying to keep up with somebody else, you haven't grown as a person. So for me, I learned that I don't have to spend, and I thank God for that every day. I don't have to spend a lot to look like I got a lot. You know what I'm saying? But there's times where I will spend a little bit on myself, because sometimes you wanna spoil yourself. That's cool, but like, don't make it an everyday thing. One thing I learned from watching real estate people, right? Remember when real estate was real good? It was going good. Then COVID hit. And everybody in the real estate had big old houses and they lost them. Why? Because they didn't plan for a rainy day. So, this is some nasty ass apple juice, but I'm going to go ahead and drink it. So that's the thing. Like, I always plan for a rainy day, yo. I put money to the side. People are like, man, you always look like you got a lot. You look like, man, I don't got a lot. Good morning. Hi, guys. What's going on? Good morning to you. Where y'all from? I'm in a new season in my life. And I want y'all to know, like, there's moments where I was down and out. You just subscribed. I will follow you back as soon as I get off. I promise. Thank you so much. And now that I'm in a happy place in my life, I want to stay there. And it doesn't take another human being to make you happy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't realize, like, you can be happy just with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Is it the season you start brushing? It's the season where I tell your mom to stop knocking on my door late at night when your dad goes to work. Why y'all want to start with me so early, man? You can't troll me, bro. You can't troll me, dog. I don't know why y'all want to start with me, dog. Like trolling me is is not a good idea, bro. It's not. You rather troll like your principal at school or something. Or troll like your girlfriend, like when she's not next to you, call her a bunch of times. I'm the wrong person to troll. Because I have no filter. Once I get started, bro, you in trouble. And maybe you can find out if your mom and dad are brother and sister. Maybe you can find that out. Or maybe your grandfather might be your real daddy. Maybe. Look, don't send messages that gotta get. Look, I'm not even going to entertain you because you're probably a goofy. Really? I must get something. I don't know. I'm sure. Look, I'm not gonna keep reading every message that you get filtered because, like, you are a cornball. Like, no, you probably ain't got no job. Probably live at home with your girlfriend's girlfriend. They probably got you in there doing dishes in a little tutu. What's up, Rock? Nick, what up, Nick? Look at him, y'all. Look, that's all he can say. I think people who hide behind the internet are so corny. Because they the same people, like, if you saw them in real life, they would never open their mouth and say nothing. Y'all so corny. That's some funny shit. Like, when you get people like that, look, just keep repeating the same thing over and over. Goofy. They are clean. They might be a little crooked, but they clean, bro. And I'm working on getting the braces put in this year, so it don't matter. I bet you his house dirty, though. I bet you my teeth are not brown, bro. I bet you his house dirty. He don't know who his parents are, y'all. Don't worry about it. When you get people like that, that's because they got bullied in school. Nah, don't tell them to stop, Nick. People like that got bullied in school, dog. So they try to, like, come on the internet and try to, like, take it out on everybody else. Not knowing that grown-ups don't get affected by that shit. Let him keep going. Nick, watch what I'm about to do to him, Nick. Watch this. Watch this, Nick. You ain't even gotta say nothing else. Watch this. Look, now he want to be your friend, Nick. This guy's a clown. Look at him, Nick. He wants to be your friend after he talked all that stuff. Nick, you ain't gotta explain nothing to him. What's up, Rowdy? Let me go throw this in the trash. Since I just cleaned out my car, I'm not trying to have no trash in here. Rowdy, I got another troll up in here. He don't realize he trolling the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So today, knowledge is peace and love, yo. That's all we on, man. And what it requires is that sometimes when you think that the worst has happened, it hasn't. The worst thing you can do is give up on yourself. All right, let me get back in. The worst thing you can do is give up on yourself. So a lot of people, they have come here and they say, hey man, I wonder if I do anything more in my life, is it gonna matter? Man, we're doing wonderful, brother. I'm about to set the tripod up in the car so I can drive. Worst thing you can do is give up on yourself, right? So, call me Bella for now on. All right, Bella, what up? Why does it say hey? But we'll go with Bella. Call you Bella. So, a lot of folks will say, man, I've given all I can, and I just can't do no more. Man, listen. Alea, listen. I'm gonna respect. Call people what y'all want to be called. What's open? Okay. So I gotta drive to work, y'all. I gotta be there about 7:30 to this other office. And then you have to also understand, not everybody is gonna like you. Not everybody's going to respect you. Not everybody's going to love you and cherish you. What happens is, like, people sometimes need for you to need them to make you relevant. And when that doesn't happen, that's where all the hatred comes from. I told my homeboy, and he'll tell y'all this because he'll pop in here. I told him, I said, bro, the worst thing in the world is to hold on to a grudge, because it'll really eat at you. Like, don't hold on to a grudge, don't hold on to hate, none of that stuff. Because at the end of the day, a person that has you upset won the battle. If they got an emotional rise out of you for a long period of time, like, they won the battle. So you have to really, really grasp the concept of, how do I get from this to that in this much time? You know what I'm saying? And it happens. Like, the worst people to count on is gonna be your family. You ain't gonna be able to count on them. Maybe 1 out of like 30. You know what I'm saying? But you really gotta like clamp down and realize that you are your own best support system. Like, I have so many people who are counting on me, and I was like, damn, people count on me so much that I can't count on me. And I realized, like, as I start elevating as a young man, elevating as an older man, let me say, that I can't take everybody with me. I can't help everybody. Like, at some point I gotta put me first. And I believe, like, when you put yourself first, that's when your problems come. Because everybody's like, oh my God, he's so stuck up, he's this, he's that. I'll be whatever you want, because it doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna live my life my way. Where a lot of people will sit down and say, I'm trying to do this and I'm trying to do that, but it's not panning out. It don't pan out if your plan is not panning out. You know, like, stop trying to help everybody. Like, I have sick family members that I help, but it's because growing up, they helped me. But like he told me, he said, you can't put your life on hold for us. You know, we lived our life. You got to live yours. And that's what I'm doing. I think the harshest reality is like one day the people that raised us are going to be gone. The people that actually gave two shits about us are going to be gone. They're going to be gone off the planet. Like I was with my mom yesterday and we're in there laughing and joking. And I'm like, dang, one day it's going to be over. Like one day God's going to call her home and tell her journey here is finished. And it plays in my head like that. Even with my father, like even though we didn't have the greatest relationship growing up, we're solid now. But I'm like, damn, dog, like it was a time when I was like, would I care if my father passed away? Like there was a point where the answer was no. Because I didn't feel like we cared about each other at all. And then we had a conversation when I was older and man apologized. Like, I'm sorry, I was young. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I apologize. I was young too, you know, but I love my father to death. Shout out to my pops. You know what I'm saying? But when you're dealing with real life situations, like I look at people who sleep on corners and sometimes I have to ask myself, like, why are they in this situation? Like, because I'm a person like, we choose our destiny, we choose our fate, right? Hey, what's going on? And if you're one of those people that you don't really care how life goes, you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail miserably. You gotta care about how life is. Like a lot of people will tell you in your lifetime, like you're not gonna amount to anything. Not to them, you're not. And they don't matter. What matters is like if you see the bigger picture for yourself, right? Like me, people were like, oh, he'll be dead by 18. He'll be dead by 21. For sure he gonna be gone by 30. All right, proved all them wrong. He'll never graduate high school. He'll never go to college. All right, proved all them wrong. I realized like that they were my motivation. But I was like, why am I proving people wrong instead of proving myself right? You know what I'm saying? So you got to go down that road. Like, my only goal in life now is to get married and be the best husband and provider I can be. That's my only goal in life now. Because I already proved I could be a great father. I proved that. Given a chance, a man can be a great father. I've proven that. So my next goal is like, let me prove I could be the greatest husband, not a liar, not a cheater, none of that, not an infidelity, none of that shit, right? Because I want to be married to a person who wants to be married to me. And I want to love a person who wants to love me through sickness and health, right? So I always say, why would I get married if I'm having problems in the girlfriend-boyfriend stage? And I had to say, that stage sets the stage for marriage. Like, if y'all made it through that, y'all can make it through the marriage. You know what I'm saying? Lose the teen necklace. First of all, it's not a teen necklace. This is the thing I laugh at people about. Y'all worry so much about the materialistic stuff that other people have that y'all don't pay attention to what's being said. You worrying about a necklace. Like, what does that got to do with anything of the person? Nothing. I've been having this necklace for years. Like, why does my material things bother you except if you don't have it? Like, if you don't have the material stuff, why does that bother you? That should never bother you what somebody else has. And when it does, that tells me a lot about the person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're worrying about my personal belongings. Nobody's worried about what you got. Nobody's worried about, because you probably don't got a lot. You know what I'm saying? Which is okay if you don't. But for you to sit down and be like, oh, lose this. How about stop pocket watching me so hard? Stop pocket watching me. and just like understand what I'm saying to you. Like that's what's wrong with y'all. This new generation is like y'all pocket watch so hard that y'all miss out on the message of how to be successful, how to get to the top. Because if you pocket watching me, that tells me you want what I got. You just don't know how to get there. Ask me how to get there so I can help you get to it. You know what I'm saying? That's what's wrong with y'all. This new generation's weird, bro. Like, just straight up clown. Like, for me, like, when a person makes these comments, like, y'all watching my pockets way too tough. Way too tough. Your crystal ball is broken. No, it's not. You're grown but can't take some adult advice. You saying adult advice with a clown as your picture. Like, come on, bro. Cut it out, bro. Cut it out. Adult advice with a clown as the picture. Rowdy, am I the only one missing something here? It don't bother me, man. You like what a grown up has a clown as their picture? What advice can a clown give me except that they're a clown? You know what I'm saying? And you said you went to college, but you can't read. I went to college, but I can't read. Oh, man. Let me not even entertain any more of your messages because obviously if I can't read, I wouldn't read your message. You don't even sound right, bro. Get it together. Get it together. And this is why the world is the way it is, y'all. Haters and uneducated people and those who probably like, they just don't got it, bro. They don't got it. I don't know what's wrong with these guys. Exactly, bro. Like, Rowdy, let's not entertain the clown. Like, when you sit down and you actually, like, you can see what level of stupidity people have when they say, oh, you went to college, but you can't read. But I'm reading your comment. Hi. My name is Humi, and I need to be back in special ed. Oh man, Roddy, man. That's what we go through, brother. That's what we go through, man. I'm at work too. I gotta go in here in like 9 minutes. I got the little childish organic apple juice. What's up, Zach? Name calling is childish. Look what you're doing. Who, me? Look what you're doing. Don't be mad now. Don't start like throwing shots and then when we aim back, now you and your feelings. Like, no, bro, if you want to be cool and relaxed, then we'll be cool with you and relax. But when you start trying to come and shoot your shots, you got to take the good with the bad, bro. Like, we don't play up in here. Like, this is a peaceful platform, dog. You came in here with the name calling and trying to be disrespectful and all that. Cool, dog. Run with it. I want you to go with it, my boy. Because at the end of the day, like, everybody knows, like we chill in here. But if you want to come with the smoke, come with the smoke. Please come with the smoke. I encourage it. I encourage it. But I also encourage peace, education, and learning. I definitely, I'm with that. Yes, you did. Go read your comments. Go back and read all your comments. Yes, you did. Let me see. I didn't say any insult. Like I said, you're not grown to see the difference. Half-breed. So now I'm a half-breed. Okay. Alrighty then. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Look, I'm gonna let it go, bro, because first of all, I don't have time to waste on people who don't really make my pockets deep. So I don't care. Second of all, I'm probably like, this is probably somebody who sits behind a computer all day, gets a little disability check, plays Call of Duty or Fortnite all day, and he's being disrespectful. But then look, he has a message. Watch this. I bet you definitely is black. I bet you identify as black. Let me show y'all what he said. So, I bet I identify as black. Well, I identify as a human being. Let me make that clear to you first of all. And yes, I'm Puerto Rican and black. So yes, I identify as what I am. I don't identify as a clown though. You know what I'm saying? I don't identify as that. I identify as a grown-up, bro. You're probably like not understanding. What's good, family? What's going on? We got a troll in here, dog. So we letting the troll have its moment. You know, people, and I also say this. I don't identify as nothing. I'm a human being. You know what I'm saying? Because I realize when you say people, clearly I'm clowning black. Okay, cool. Whatever. I'm not going to read no more of your messages that get filtered, though, because they're weird. Nah, he trying to troll, bro. He trying to troll. But he losing this battle. He's really, I'm not reading it, bro. I'm not going to read your filters, bro. I'm not doing that. Like, see, me reading your filters gives you the energy you want. It gives you the attention that your parents never gave you. So now you want me to be your daddy and you want me to give you this attention. I'm not going to give it to you, bro. I'm not going to give it to you. Because if I can't claim you on income tax, it's not worth my time. Facts. I'm just letting y'all know, man. Today's going to be a good day. I got a lot of work to do, man. I gotta be at work in 5 minutes. Gotta be inside in 5 minutes. They put me on salary, so like I gotta come in at a certain time. And they're like, "Oh, you get a 30-minute lunch." I'm like, "Man, I'm not leaving for 30 minutes. That's a waste of gas. I'm gonna work through it. I'm gonna tell them like I ain't taking a lunch today. I'm working through it." The fact that you have made claims about me shows your lack of intelligence. I didn't make any claims about you. What I said, like, if you come in here disrespectful, right? And you just be disrespectful all the time, what do you expect to come from that? Like, let's be honest now. I work at a school. But I'm gonna read this clown's message real quick. Hypocritical, man. How am I hypocritical when I'm just responding to what you're doing? I don't think you understand what that means. Where you live at? You trying to apply? If you live in Texas, I got you. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, real talk. All jokes put aside. Hey, clown, who me? I can't perm. That's my real hair, fool. Like, stop hating. You mad, ain't you? Thank you. He said, "No, I'm good on the schoolhouse." Let me explain something to y'all. Like when you literally pick a profession, make sure you work, make sure that you on time. Most importantly, make sure it's a place where you can just retire from. I don't like your type. You don't gotta like my type, dog. My type is, I'm good. I don't know what your type is, but you know, it don't bother me. You're hiding behind a computer, bro. Like, what I gotta do at the schoolhouse, bro? They got a lot of things, man. Like, they have a lot. Like, they have custodial work, janitorial work. They have substitute teacher jobs. They have a lot of things. You just got to go on a website, just depending on like what you see. You know what I'm saying? Check out what how much they pay. But more than the pay, check out the benefit packages. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people go to a job for the pay. Check out the benefit packages, like the 401k. Check out the medical, the dental. You know what I'm saying? All that. They was living in your mama house rent free. Um, Let me mute this guy. This guy's a clown for real. Like, let me give him a mute because we're talking business and I get tired of like little goofies. Let's give him a 10 minute. I won't do him like I did everybody else. I'll give him a 10 minute. All right, y'all. I gotta go anyway. I gotta get up in my office and get the computers up and running and get things popping. I'll be back on later on. All right. Y'all stay blessed up, never stressed up.